excited to be here. This is my favorite time of the year. As much as I love our sales and service friends, as a marketer, there's nothing better than to be able to talk about the world of marketing with Salesforce, and we have so much to cover today. I think you saw outside some signs about agentic marketing. So that's what we're going to talk about today, but I'd like to start off with a simple question. What if every marketing message could start a two-way conversation? Two-way conversations is what we want. It's a human interaction. If you think about when we have our best employees talking to our customers, they're listening, they're being empathetic, they're responding, having a very real conversation that's likely to result in a positive outcome. But when it comes to our marketing messages, often too much of it is just blasting messages out to channels. But we think there's a better way, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Let me just give you a little highlight first of how this looks in a couple different channels. So let's take email. We're all familiar with a lot of the email marketing that we do, where we send out a message, call to action with a link. Not a two-way conversation. We're not even subtle about it if you look at the from email that we send a lot, right? I mean, how many of us have sent something that says do not reply? It definitely tells you not to reply. Well, what if emails could be a little bit different? In a world of agentic marketing, if you think about having an email, and this is from a retailer that comes to me, and basically it's giving me an offer of polo shirts. Okay, here's some polo shirts, are you interested? And it's from my Stylecaster AI agent, Patrick. And because I know it's an agent, I can, just respond. I have a question, like, I like polo shirts, but really only if I can get one in white. So I just reply, can I get one in white? And then the agent can go and respond and say, sure, no problem, we got that. And since it knows me, we can place an order. Here's the total. Would you like it? Great, submit the order. I don't have to click on a link. I don't have to go to a forum. And again, think about this. We're replicating the conversations with your best employees have with your customers. Now, it's not just email, but text as well. You'd think text should be an inherently two-way conversation, but too many of our marketing texts are simply a message and a link. But instead, we can go send people messages to say, well, you just bought this polo, we got some shorts in. Now, if I had just gotten a message that said, hey, we have shorts to match your polo, I'd say, like, shorts, I gotta try them on, I would just delete it. But since I know it's an agent, I can tell them my problem here. I don't know what my size is. I need to see them in person. They go, no worries. By the way, your size is size 33, and we put one in the store because we know you want to try it on. And when we think about ads, most ads today send people just to static web pages with a form. But instead, if you sent them from an ad directly to an agent that could have a two-way conversation right in your website, and if your website, instead of just showing one-size-fits-all information, if your website could dynamically render the content based on what's most useful for the conversation you're having with the agent. In this case, I'm talking to the agent about polo shirts and maybe some colors that I like, and it's showing those in a way that reinforces the conversation. So this is the promise of agentic marketing, that we can have two-way interactive conversations that really are effective across every marketing channel. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how agentic marketing is just changing everything about how we market to our customers, from how we launch campaigns, to how we engage across channels, to how we qualify leads for our B2B customers, and how we optimize campaigns. But first, I really want to thank everyone for coming here today, because I know everyone's super busy, and we all have things we need to do.